What's happening, y'all? Coach Holloway back with you again. So today I want to talk to y'all about the improvement of Daniel Jones, the real surprise of the 2025 season. Start off with, it should be stated that really the real improvement is having Jonathan Taylor on your team. The way he runs the ball with his ability to find holes, his vision to be able to finish after contact, that's really what's going to help you solve any offensive problems. Currently, he's leading the NFL in rushing, and with his impact on the offense, it's allowed a lot of play action to happen, which has opened up the offense in other ways, which you'll soon see. First thing I see him doing well in is in identifying coverage. So this motion here, you see the guy going with him across, that shows that it's man coverage. I can tell that he's already identified the pre-snap coverage just by the motion. And what I see here is him being able to know where the ball's going. So you see the routes here that come back at the top of the screen. He already knows where it's going to be. And you see right here, the ball is already out right before the guy come out his break. Also, great catch on the sideline. See, there's a lot of stuff that they have been missing before. This offense has. Also, good pickup. The offensive line's really improved from the last couple of years, and his blitz pickup was perfect. But one of the main things I've seen with Jones is his confidence, being able to throw in these tight windows, stuff that he wouldn't do in previous years. And as a matter of fact, you can watch my video in the upper right corner, and I can talk about what he wasn't doing. But confidence is one of the big things. So again, he identifies the coverage, and we got man, a blitz with by those linebackers, and then you have a dig and a go route on the outside. And so I'm gonna tell you right now where he goes, and this corner here messes up on the jam. You see, he jumps out the way, gets out his leverage, and you have space here. Even with that space, this is a big risk here, and the placement had to be perfect, and the guy had to go up high point and make a play, and that was just amazing by Pierce. Again, shout out to the line for the excellent blitz pickup. Their performance is really going to help with their team this year, both running and passing the ball. So, like I said, he's gotten a lot better at his pre-snap ID. So, knowing that he has a cover one robber here, and knowing at the bottom of the screen that he's got a one-on-one that he can take a shot with. Now, I admit that this pass ain't perfect, but the thing was, he took his shot with his one-on-one. The confidence is there, and his guys are going up and making plays, and that's really what's helping him out. The other thing you can see is him scanning down the field, using his eyes to move the safety, and then coming back to this one-on-one here. So he's really improved in a lot of key ways that he did not do when he was in New York. I just showed the pre-snap read, but the second part is also the post-snap. So what happens when the ball is snapped and gone, and how the defenders drop back. So he sees this and already identifies that it's a cover three with underneath defenders in the flats and in the hook zone. So he knows that he has a dig route on the backside that's going to be open. And when he sees everybody drop and all this traffic over the middle, he knows that Pierce Hill will be open on this dig, and he throws a perfect spot in the zone, perfect window, one that he wouldn't have done in previous years. Again, props to the O line for handling their business. He even got Jeffrey Simmons there tied up in a double team, but that's what really helps him be able to make the reads and do what he naturally should be able to do. So here he is a seam route, kind of like a hot pass in this cover four, this quads, and he has a little hot pass right here from this receiver that he just knows even before the ball is snapped where he's going to go with it. And it's just perfect. Just no hesitation at all. Just right there, eyes there right away, boom. What I can see is that his preparation and his instincts in the game are just way beyond what they was in New York, and I think he's getting better coaching here. And so this player right here, I'm showing this just to show why he was drafted in the first place. To drift to his opposite shoulder side of the field, be able to get his body around, and be able to throw off his back foot and still get it in excellent position for the receiver to catch and stride. Although it's at least it's away from the defender, but it's still an excellent throw. One warning I have though is the potential for overconfidence, and that can come when you have what I consider basic simple reads, simple route construction. But when you have a defense that picks up on that, like Denver did, and Denver's one of the better defenses in the league, you start to see some of those getting exposed. All right, so you have the route combination here. This corner route is where the ball is going, but you see the safety. He's going to go ahead and jump this while he's in coverage. And the problem is you have the potential for this end or this dig to come in and be open, but you miss that to go into triple coverage to a route that just wasn't clean. Now the Rams do something similar. And again, another well coached team, a well coached defense. So you got here, you identified the coverage, but you had a Yankee concept, and this time you get your drops, but the safeties again knows that the post route is coming, goes ahead and jumps it, and he ends up getting the interception with this. So you have some simple reads that Daniel Jones is doing good with, but at the same time, a better defense can figure that out. So I didn't post the coverages because I think can identify them quick. But here you have another dig route right here, and again, it's not clean. The safety jumps it, and again, that's some things that they were looking at on film, be able to identify and get. So a lot of the plays that I showed y'all have similar route combinations and plays that he did make early in the season, but against this Rams team, they're able to jump on some stuff like this go right here in a cover two under, which the safety jumps and is able to break up the pass. So again, I've been impressed by what I've seen so far with Jones this season. I think the thing, as I said before, is that having a great run game does open up the offense, but also using that play action and having your reads be simple, it does help slow the game down for him to where he can, perform better in even other situations. Like with this Raiders game, I'm showing. I'm not breaking this down, but I want y'all to see his ability to break apart whatever coverage is going, find the open man, trust his eyes to find the holes in the zone, and be able to make plays. See, a lot of this stuff is not even with play action; it's just him doing simple dropbacks. But like I said, he's been coached well, been better prepared, and game after game, he's just getting strong in his ability to be able to manage the game by himself. But what I see so far is really impressive, and he looks like he could be a possible MVP candidate if this continues.